Okay, so now we go over here. Put the link in. Jonathan, how you doing?
Jonathan?
Hey, it won't let me post anything in the chat.
What do you mean?
You know how I usually put up the top of the chat?
You have the right chat pulled up? You weren't watching another live stream, were you? I've done that before. I accidentally forgot to close somebody else's chat.
Yeah,
Thought it
and you're
was,
saying
I
hello to
wasn't on
everybody else.
anybody's chat.
yeah.
I'll make you co-host. I'll make Dominic co-host, and then what I'll do is if I have to, I'll just reset.
Yeah. No, Jonathan's in the chat. It's the only chat I can see. Hello, Jonathan.
Hello.
And here comes Joe.
So,
No, not this guy. What? What?
that's what I got left.
Two bumpers.
What? Oh, you lost the drone?
Oh, hell yeah.
What happened?
A combination of something blending into the environment and pilot error.
Don't
And
start.
now that's all that's left of the drone.
Oh, it's at the bottom of the Chapunka River.
Oh shit. And that was what was that floating in the water or something?
This got knocked off and landed by the boat launch.
Oh my god. So it's all right, go to the beginning and tell us what happened.
Well, I got the video up. But
I'm all
I was
watch as
I
soon as I
was
do.
I was flying at the Chapunka River at the riverfront. Where's Paul? Where you go?
Just resetting.
Okay, let me wait for him to get back. That way I don't have to say it. It hurts enough. Actually, it don't hurt as much as I thought it would hurt. You know what I mean? 87th flight.
87, that's the devil's number. It's 13 from 100.
Oh, Lord help me.
So 87 is the devil's number. It's an
So
unlucky
from now
number in
on,
Australia.
from now on, when I get to that number, I'm gonna fly it up and then land it.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord help me. No, it was a good day. I went out. I had 2 flights prior to that. Worst part about it is that all the footage is in the bottom of the river, except for the goggles footage, you know. And I had my little Pelican on the top of it. It was floating in the water.
Yeah.
It landed in about 20 feet of water. That's what I've heard. And it was clear, but you could not see the bottom. If you could see the bottom, I probably would have used a fishing pole to try to get it, you know. If I had a clue, if I would have
Well.
seen where it hit, you know. That was the whole thing. Let me get the chat up.
So was it the 1 or 2 that you lost?
the 2.
Oh, okay. Damn, you had that many flights on it already? Fuck.
Yeah, 87. So I'm saying I've been flying that thing every day.
Just hold your, everybody in the chat, have patience. We'll hear the story in a minute.
Paul's calling me. Why?
Cause
Yeah, what's up?
computer's probably fucked up.
Tell Justin to post the link in the chat, because I can't get back in.
Okay, I'll get him. Okay.
I can't, hold on. I
It-
can't, I'm in the middle of something.
Can you?
Hey,
I
what-
can do it.
It should be,
Hold on. Hold on. I got it.
okay.
I think I got the one that I signed in on. That should work, right?
Yeah, that should work.
I've done it as
Okay.
well. So.
Okay, you beat me, I beat you.
Yeah, as long
Yeah.
as it's the same one.
The
It
same
is.
one.
Same numbers.
Yeah, it's the same one. So let me wait for him to get in because he's gonna want to hear it too. I'm mad. I put out a premiere of it and nobody went to it. Oh, that's all right. I
I
understand.
didn't,
I was
I've been
asleep.
catching up on those games, so I haven't been on YouTube.
And I was
Yeah.
asleep. So I've got an excuse.
Yeah.
Okay,
What you want?
I'm back.
Man, I put out a premiere of it and nobody went to it. So that's all right. I understand. I was asleep. Catching up on this game.
Hey, Jonathan.
I'll be right back with you.
There was Jonathan.
Okay, can you guys hear me all right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, it's like, boom.
Hey, Paul, see
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
That's what I have left.
You lost your drone
Oh, yep,
in the water.
yep. Chafunka River.
And what did we talk about? Water flying.
Oh,
Hey.
here we go.
It had nothing to do with water flying. It had to do with a pilot being stupid. That's what it was. Okay,
What'd you do?
I started out at the riverfront. I flew around the boats out there, got some good footage and everything, came back. I said, let me go run down by the lighthouse and I'll see what's at the mouth of the river, because usually they have a lot of boats down there. So there weren't a lot, but I said, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and fly around, and then I'm gonna go back and do a hyperlapse with the
Brian.
Mavic 3.
Hey,
So
waypoint.
So I fly around these boats. I got about 3 minutes into the flight, almost 4 minutes, and I'm coming. Now I did do one thing. I did the flip, and when I did the flip, it dove down.
What's up,
It
Brian?
started to make a dive down towards the water. So I pulled up and I said, okay, maybe that was my hand. So I think I moved my hand. So I'm flying around and everything, and when I'm coming back to me, I veer off and I said, well, I'm gonna go buzz the tugboat and decide whether I'm gonna go through it or not. So I go around and I said, nah, I'm not gonna go through it. And I'm coming back, minding my own business. I'm overland. And I said, let me go back out over water and I'll bring it in that way. And I go over water, and as I make the turn and come across right by the boat ramp, all of a sudden I see the pole sticking straight up by the boat ramp with the light on the top. And it's silver, is blending in with the water, and the white was blending in with the boats.
Oh,
And I hit that sucker at 18 miles an hour. And I'll put it to you this way. I heard it. The guy in the boat that was right 2 slips over heard it, turned around. He said he saw 2 pieces fly where it looked like it split it in half.
Ready?
Well, 18
And-
miles an hour, that'd do it.
And this was sitting on the cement concrete right there. And my Pelican was floating in the water.
Wow.
And it's about 20 feet of water right there. And you couldn't see the bottom. And he said, it's really not that deep. His son said, you want me to try to go get it? And I said, no, you don't need to go jump up in there. Like that. And he said, I could go look for it. I said, so we saw right where it hit.
Well,
said,
what
yeah,
you,
but if
Oh,
it's
you
in
should have let
pieces-
him do
you
it.
should have let him do it because you got your SD card and you got a battery. The battery is going to be good for a while.
I ain't worried about it. You know why I'm not worried about it? It's insured. I don't care. It's not a big deal. I got State Farm. I'll call them in the morning, let them know what happened. I got the video showing I hit it, and let them write me a check. And I ordered one through Crutchfield. These on by itself, they're not on order yet. I'm not going to buy another whole kit. Johnny said, he said, if you buy the, what you call it, the one with the one battery, you can get the goggles and sell the goggles. I said, but the goggles, nobody buying them because it only works with the Avata. So I just put one on order, and they're doing them on back orders, they're getting them in, they're shipping them out. So when
Oh,
it ships
good.
out, it'd be like $489 for one battery and the what you call it, and the Avata. And State Farm pays me what it's insured for, and it's like $1,300. So I'll just put the claim in.
Wow.
But that was the 87th flight. And I mean, I saw that when all of a sudden, like I said, when I turned, all of a sudden I didn't see the pole, because if you look at the video, it blends in. You can see how it's blending in, and the white, the top of the pole, white was blending in with the boats. So
Well, you're lucky you captured the video on your
in
controller,
the goggles.
on
Yeah.
the goggles. Okay.
Yeah, I have that. I have it set up to where when it launches, it automatically starts
Records?
recording on both. Because I usually do a little 2-minute video, boom, and I'm done, with it. So it's sleeping with the fishes.
Well,
Joe told the guy on the boat the only thing that broke in two was my heart.
I was waiting for Lance to come and said, Avata 2 sucks. I'm glad I don't need it anymore. Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you what. When I hit it, I thought I saved it, because when I first hit it, I pulled up and I thought it was going up, and then everything went blank. But and if you look at the video, I got it in the slow motion. When it hit, it probably hit right between the gimbal and this piece right here. And what I'm thinking happened is, because this is off of it, it probably not only knocked us off, but probably shattered all that housing right there. It was not nice.
no.
Yep. Yeah, I finally did it, Jonathan. But like I said, it wasn't the water that did it. It was me not seeing that pole at the last minute. That was all my fault. If I would have, I was coming back and I went back out over water, and the reason I didn't hug the shore like I usually do is there was a boat there. So I went to go out around him, and that pole was at the end of the
End of the
cement
dock.
dock.
Yeah.
If I would have came back the normal way, I would have been between it like I always did. And I didn't even think about it. I don't even remember ever seeing that pole out there because it blends into everything.
Yeah, but usually at the end of any dock or pier, there's always a pole with a light on it.
Well, there's only one. That's the only one. That's the only one. I just have never paid attention to it. I never fly over there because there's always boats there. I'll fly over it, going away from it, and I'm always, like I said, hugging the shore, and then I'll get out over water. And when I came back, I was hugging it, and I saw the boat, and they were sitting right in the path of it. So I drifted out a little and right into the pole. Now, in
Thanks,
a perfect
Dominic,
world,
for posting that for me, buddy. And Joe too. Yep.
In a perfect world, it would have landed on that concrete, you know.
Yep.
But
Or-
hey, it could,
What, if the sensors were more sensitive, it should have picked them up.
no, the sensors, they have no sensors for that.
Oh, there's no collision avoidance on that?
Not on the Avata 2.
Oh, wow. I always thought maybe, because I can turn them on and off on mine, and you can too on your Air 2S.
Yeah, but they don't have them. They don't have
Don't
them
have
on,
it on the
no
Avata.
obstacle avoidance. You saw that, huh, Jonathan? I smacked it, didn't I? Yeah, I would have liked to have seen it. I'd have liked to have a film of it hitting, because like I said, the guy said it split in two pieces. But Johnny said it might have been the battery flying out. I said, no, I think it broke it in half. But you know what? When the new one comes in, I won't be flying as crazy.
Get yourself some.
Yeah, stick
Well, now,
clear of
the one you ordered, will it
clear of
come
poles.
will it come with the hand controller too?
No, it's just the drone and the
Just the
battery.
drone, okay.
You didn't
With
turn the
everything, I
senior
got
mode
everything
on?
else.
You didn't turn the
What'd you say?
senior mode on, no, he didn't.
Joe's gonna kick my ass the minute he meets
I'm
me.
not worried about it. I'm not.
The minute he meets me in person, he's gonna kick me right in my shin, just like Tim.
No. Not gonna do that. Yeah, Lance, that's Avata 2 sucks. What a waypoint. Yeah, my visual observer didn't see it. He was right there in the boat and didn't even see it. But it could have been no, State Farm. State Farm, I'll call him in the morning. It could have been a lot worse. It could have been people all up in there, and it could have bounced off and hit one of them.
Hmm.
See, that's why I started when I saw that one boat that was 2 slips over. As I came in around it like this, I saw him. I just drifted out, and if I wouldn't have drifted out, I didn't even have to drift out. I could have just brought it back in, but I
Like I
drifted
said-
out to go around him.
The thing is though, is if you're gonna fly drones, you have to expect you're gonna lose one at some point.
Oh,
Every
yeah.
once
I
in a
mean,
while, yeah.
it's
The
just,
more you fly, the more likely you are.
And you got to
especially
figure
the more you
87
fly.
flights.
And how many flights did you have on that? You only had it how long?
I had
You
it
just said
for
87.
2 months and 2 days. In 2 days, it'd be 2 months. I had 87 flights.
Yeah, and the average person might have 87 flights in the lifetime of their flying a drone.
Yeah, so hey, it was bound to happen. Look at the
Well,
last
like I
couple of days.
said-
I had fish jumping up at it and everything else.
No matter how careful of a pilot you are, even how vigilant Donald is, the drone itself can always malfunction and you lose it, and it not even
Yeah.
be your fault. Your drone could decide, you know what? I want to fly 2 miles this way. Fuck you, I'm gone, and just take
Yep.
off on you. So it's not
Well,
always a pilot error; it could be mechanical error as well.
Well, it was like yesterday when I was flying at Pearl River. I came down on top of them wires, didn't even see them wires. When I looked at the video real close, as I was coming down, I was focusing on the bridge and making that yaw around. I did not see that telephone pole that was way off to the right until I got right above those wires.
Well, and this is the thing too, is like, are the drones getting better? I mean, they kind of hit a plateau a little bit, but are they getting a little better each time? Yeah. But that's also more shit that could go wrong on that thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, Johnny, let me tell you the funny part about it. Remember how I told you, Johnny called me and said, "Hey, I bought this." I said, "I bought it too." "Hey, I bought this. I bought it too." Yesterday he crashes Avata.
He did?
Yeah, he crashed it, hit a tree, and they had to go find it. Didn't
know what,
break anything.
Joe?
They broke props.
I'm wondering if Johnny was actually under the dock holding that pole because he was pissed you didn't wreck yours yet.
You know what I
He
told
was
him? I said, next time I hear you crash, I'm gonna wait a couple days.
What's up, Al?
Well, I know you guys like to do the same things together.
I think it was Johnny was hiding in the bushes somewhere.
I think you shot it down on.
Yeah. He's like, I ain't gonna be the only one wrecking my Avata.
Well, what's nice is you caught the whole thing on the camera.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
You can review it for next time. So
you
you
wanna put the
remember.
link in the chat for people to watch it?
Yeah, I put it out there.
I'll check it out. I haven't been on YouTube all day because I've been busy doing stuff, so.
Yeah, I'll stick it up there real quick.
I wasn't even home for a while, so I just got back home a little bit ago.
Yeah, it was I tell you, when I hit it though, I really thought that I had saved it. Because at the last minute when I saw it, I tried to pull up. And I actually pulled myself right into the light. If I'd have tilted it, I might have got away with it. But then if I'd have pulled it to the left and it would have dove down, it would hit that boat.
And they didn't figure out what the hell was wrong with Sarah either.
Oh
No,
wow. Is
They've
she
done,
back there at home?
yeah, she got home a little bit ago. But that's what I'm saying is like,
Yeah, I'm just hoping that when I call her tomorrow, I don't get any crap with State Farm. Because like I said, it's still not showing. But she says it takes a while for it to hit your policy, but you're covered. And I got all those emails, so somebody better figure this out.
well, sorry to hear that.
Well, that's all right. It's actually, like I said, this could be a blessing in disguise. So it's like, guess what? It's on my policy. I pulled it up and it's showing on the policy now. That's good. Very good. It hit my policy at the right time, huh?
Well, the thing of here's what my question is: nobody has them.
Not singles yet. What they're doing is DJI just started sending out, they got them on like back order.
Yeah.
What they're doing is selling the kits and they're selling them now that you could do the Avata 2 and the what you call it, the goggles 2 and the motion controller 2. They had a few of them for sale, and it was basically places like Drone DJ had them and stuff like that. And according to a couple of these sites, it says it's about 7 to 10 days out. So they said they'll back order about 7 to 10 days. And and it's first come, first serve when you order them. So I went through Crutchfield because that's the one that's going to give me 6 months, same as cash. But I could turn around and pay it off when it comes in, when the check comes in. And that's one of the cards that I barely use. And it's like 90% of the stuff's on that card. And that's why I'd rather just go ahead and put it on that card and let it come in and then just pay it off. And then I could actually take the money and stick it in the savings and pay it off through the savings and use the 6 months, you know? But nobody's got them. Best Buy doesn't have them. Best Buy says they're all on back order. Nobody knows when. But it's okay. It means I'll fly my Avata. If I want to fly one, I'll fly the Avata. I haven't flown that in about a month, so it's due to get out.
Damn stream froze up. Oh, no, they don't know what's wrong with Sarah though. They've been doing X-rays and all that shit and they can't figure it out, so.
Wait,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't see anything in her stomach or anything. So I'm not sure what it is. They told her to go see a gastroenterologist, or how the fuck you say that.
yeah, that you said it. I could technically call State Farm now and put it in.
What's up, Al, Joe?
Since it's on the policy, I don't have an issue with it,
Yeah,
but I'm gonna wait till tomorrow.
Oh, Joe, did you hear Joe's crash story?
Which Joe? Oh, the Leo?
No, I was
Hey,
talking
Joe.
to Dre. Dre, I meant.
right.
Did he hear? I mean,
Yeah.
you did take Dre's flying course, so explains it.
Yeah,
Wait for
Dre and Joe Fodolio. My Avata 2 is sleeping with the fishes.
Fortunately, Joe, you're gonna have to tell this story for like the next 2 weeks.
Oh, I know. Go look at the video. Nice.
Any live stream you go on, they're gonna want to ask you about
Thank you, Waypoint.
it.
Nice flight before it got. You ought to see the flight before it. I was all in between the boats out on the mouth of the river. That is all that footage at the bottom of the river, and then I was at the riverfront, and all that footage is at the bottom of the river. All I have is the goggle footage,
Hey,
and
Joe,
the one at the riverfront was pretty cool.
when you call the insurance company, just give them the description and maybe they'll send you a check for $1,200.
They will, because it's insured for 1309. That's what it's
Yeah, there
insured
you
for.
go.
That's what they're gonna write a check for.
Okay.
How long do you have to wait
Yeah.
for that money to come?
This is the first time I've ever done it.
I
No,
think
it
within
wasn't
the next
manual.
Few
This
days.
is the first time I ever filed. Now Joe's filed a couple of times, 2 or 3 times with State Farm, and the last one it took a little longer. And that was the one that flew away on him that didn't crash and break up. It wound up in the water. Took a little bit longer, and I don't know if he had the video of it. I got the video of it, so I can give him a copy of the video. But from what I've heard, it's split in half. No, that was Johnny. Johnny crashed his drone yesterday, his Avata 2. I told him, don't ever, whatever, if you crash something before me, I'm not flying for a few days. Yeah, they
Well,
sent him
what-
1560 for his Avata 1. Took a
Did he
couple of
lose
weeks.
his in the water too or on land?
No, he lost it on land, but he didn't know where it was because he wasn't recording when it hit and went down.
Oh.
He had to go find it. And the worst part about it, it was behind the church by his house, and the guy was out there cutting grass. So he had to run down there to find out if they would run over it or anything. It found it in some bushes. And he lost, it's funny. I got one bumper left. He lost the bumper, couldn't find it. So I gave him one of mine.
Yeah, there you go. You got one left.
That's what I got left, Joe. Right there. It fell off and landed on the concrete by the boat launch. And from what I heard from the guys in the boat right there, he said he saw 2 pieces go into the water, and he said it looked like it was split in half. Yeah, I hit it at about 18 miles an hour. Perfect. I mean, it was face planted.
Hey, Daryl. Joe Fodolio. Time to
Yeah,
fly.
Joe, forget about it, you know? Yeah, no, they usually, like they told me when I first did the drones, I said, what happens if I lose it over Lake Pontchartrain? They said, just let us know. just let us know. I said, do I need the drone? Nope, you don't need a drone. But all I'm worried about is I'm gonna probably, I was thinking, do I buy another whole Flymore kit and get some extra batteries in it? Or do I just buy the drone and maybe one battery and save some money, you know? So I might do
so,
that.
so your rule was that if Johnny crashed before you, you weren't gonna fly?
No, I didn't know. He said he crashed his, right?
Uh,
He said he crashed his this morning on the show. And I didn't even think about anything. And I went and flew today and I crashed. I thought about it. I said, damn it. I said, he bought the drone, then I bought the drone, then I bought the drone, he bought the drone. And every time we, with the Vidas, the same day I've done something, he's done it. Well, he's done it and then I did it. And we didn't know. It was just coincidental. So if I hear him say he crashed, I ain't flying for a couple of days. I'm gonna let them,
This is-
that vibes get away from here.
see, and I had this theory that Johnny might have been behind your crash. And now
Yeah.
it's sounding more and more like that might be the case. You know, he crashed this morning. He told everybody, he's like, I'm gonna, maybe he was going out there, he was gonna try to steal your Avata so he could replace his. And he messed
Well,
up
his
and
is
hit it
fine.
and it went into the lake.
Oh, the one
Yeah,
that
the only thing he
crashed
did was
today,
shred a
didn't-
prop.
He just lost a prop or two or what?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
the
he was
prop shredded.
overshadowing his crash with yours, is what he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you told Johnny yet?
Yeah.
Was he laughing at you?
He didn't laugh. He said, really? Where? I said, it's at the bottom of the defunct. Oh, what? No. He said, oh no. I said, yep. Oh, and like we've talked about this before. You could crash 100 feet over the water or crash 20 feet from the shore. If you can't get it, you can't get it. And it's where I can't get it. You know?
Not unless you're a fish.
Well, if I had a swimming suit and I felt like going in it, I would, you know, but I have to go look for it. But that's the same place they got sharks and alligators. I ain't going in there.
Yeah.
They had the kid in the boat. He said he had a swimmer suit on. He said, you want me to jump in and look for it? I said, no, don't worry about it.
You should have let him.
You should have let him do it.
Worst case scenario, you didn't find it.
I didn't care.
Well, the
Yep,
best
drone and
case
one battery.
scenario, if he'd have gone in and found it, at least you could have probably saved the battery.
This is
and
my
the
whole
SD
thing.
card.
This is my whole thing. What happens if he would have went in there and something happened to him? That's that's just me.
Well,
Yeah.
he volunteered. It's not up to you.
Yeah, but still,
How old was he?
probably about 12.
Well, if Dad let him go, Dad let him go.
Yeah. If it would have been somebody I knew out there, you know, like football player, and said, hey, I'll go get it. Go get it. You know?
Lance
difference,
just said, "Oh my God, the worst drone ever is gone."
Yeah. Yeah, all I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm just gonna get the Avata 2 with one battery. And they'll still get me the same thing I had. And if I decide on one extra battery, I might just buy one more. Because I always thought I needed one more. But I'm at the point now where I've got so much out of my system with that thing flying over water like I've been. I might still fly over water, but it's not gonna be 2 inches off the water, back in the canals and
Oh, so okay, so you did learn a lesson.
no. Because there'll be another place I find it, I'm gonna go a foot above the water. But you see, let me tell you another thing. When I was flying at the Tchefuncte River the other day, it kept drifting. I was telling Lance this too. It kept drifting to the left on me. So I'm wondering if it also was getting to a point where it needed to be calibrated. You know, because they said at 100 flights you recalibrate everything. And I was looking at that stuff, and I was saying, well, I might do it. I'm gonna do it before 100 flights. I don't think it had anything to do with the crash because, like I said, it was flying perfect. It flew perfectly into that pole.
Well, if you think of all the obstacles that you missed that you never knew you missed, so it's still in your
Yeah.
favor.
Just look at that bridge, right?
Yep,
That bridge at Nevada should have been in the water.
yep.
And I would have lost that one because that has carry fresh. I couldn't have got it back. Couldn't do anything. So I don't know. All I know is that I did not go. I was going to go do a hyperlapse when they opened the bridge with the Mavic 3, and I said, "No, go home. Time to go home." And my son's actually going out there to watch the sunset tonight. And I told him, I said, when you get out there, see if any drones wash up, you know, because it's right at the boat launch.
Well, it would have been nice if it had some kind of a flotation device on it.
Well, it would have been nicer if it wouldn't have been like 25 feet of water.
Yeah,
It was like about 6 or 7 feet of water, and it was clear. You could see about 5 to 6 feet down today. If I could have seen it, I could have got my fishing pole and got it back. That wouldn't have been no issue at all. But like I said, the guy told me, he said when he heard it, he turned around and he saw pieces going different directions. So that's telling me it's probably all over the place down there.
All right, guys, I'm off. Catch y'all later.
Get later.
And
Hey,
I'll go watch that.
how's Sarah feeling?
Still the same. They just don't know what's wrong with her, so.
So what's the plan? She got to go back again tomorrow or what?
Gastroenterologist, how the hell you say it? She has to go see one of those.
Endocrinologist.
Yeah, they got it. They said she needs to go see one of them, probably most likely.
So now
Yeah.
they'll send her to one, or does she got to find one?
Oh no, they'll refer her to one. I mean, it's her
Okay.
company. She can't do it, but one of the other girls will end up doing her paperwork
Okay.
for
All right.
her.
Yeah.
So, because you can't do your own paperwork.
Well,
it's
you
conflict.
give her our love.
I will. I'll
Yep.
let her know.
Okay.
I'll catch y'all later.
All right. We'll
Later.
see. Dominic is gone.
Yeah, he'll be back in a minute. And it was like, it was gonna,
Jonathan says you had the Mini 3 Pro, right?
he's talking to, I think he's talking to Podolio.
Oh,
Because Joe said he sold his only camera drone today. I think it was the Mini 3 Pro. See,
well,
and,
this
you know,
whole, this
and
whole hubbub with everybody's not sure what's going to happen, with the legislation. I
yeah,
bet you there's a lot of people, if they can sell their drones, they're going to sell them if they're not using them all the time.
oh, I know. Well, according to Vic Moss, he said that he talked to Stefanik personally. 'Cause he's doing that with the Drone Alliance thing.
Yeah.
And he said, and he brought up the fact, he said, what's gonna happen with these drones that, the drones that people already have? What's gonna happen with that? And she said that she's not gonna, go back on the ones people have already, it's just the future ones coming in. Which doesn't make sense anyway, because it's still a Chinese drone, you know?
Well, and besides that, insurance replaces them. So let's see, in your case, if they said that they're not gonna let you import a Chinese drone, does that mean you couldn't replace your drone?
Yeah, it means I can't replace it, you know, at least I get the money back, you know, but still. And it's not like I don't have it, like right now, I got two Avadas. I got the Mini 3, the Air 2S, and the Mavic 3. So I got drones right now.
Yeah. You still have an Avata 3, right? I mean,
No,
Avata 2.
no, the Avata 2 is the one that went down.
Oh, well, but you said you had 3 Avatas. I thought you had
Yeah, I've
one.
got two regular Avadas.
Oh,
First,
okay, regular.
yeah, because what happened is the Avata was like $1,600, the first Flymore kit, when you bought it with the Flymore kit. And I bought that. Then they turned around and dropped it down to about 8 something. This was about a year later. And when they did that, I went and bought one. And I kept the drone and the battery and sold the motion controller and the goggles. And it only cost me, the difference was about $350 to get one drone and one battery. So I've got an Avata in the back with like 10 flights on it. I got one with like 70 flights on it. So I've got enough Avata flights out there. I'm gonna look at the goggle footage on the flights I did. I had 2 flights. I may put 2 of the goggle footages up with all the telemetry on it for 2 videos, and
Yeah.
just say the flight before the flight of death, a flight before the flight before the flight of death, and the flight before the flight of death. You know, something like that. And then just put in there, lost the SD card and had to use this footage, you know, just to get him out there, you know. Because I tell you that I'm really mad that that first one went down. That one I shot by the river, because I was going, they had a lot of boats out there and I was going in between them. And especially at the mouth of the river, there were a lot of people in the water out there. And I was flying around them, not bothering them, but, you know, going around them. And it showed everybody having fun out in the water. It was a good video. That's what I said the other day. You remember? I said I was worried about that when I'm flying multiple flights, that I lose footage if something happened to it. So I think what I'm gonna start, I'm gonna buy 3 or 4 cards, carry them with me, and if I know I'm gonna fly another flight, I'm gonna pull that card and put a new card in. I'll just have multiple
Yeah,
cards.
you gotta come back and land and change the battery anyway, so.
Yeah. Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark White, how you doing, Mark?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Hi, Dominic.
I'm
Who's
doing
done better?
I'm doing better than Joe.
Oh
Yeah,
dear.
my
Yeah,
Avata
I
2 is sleeping with the fishes.
Oh shit.
That's a nice version of what he probably was saying.
I'm telling you, you would be surprised. I hit it and I went, oh damn. Like that. I went, damn. And I'm looking in the gog, and then all of a sudden everything went blank. And I went, God darn it. And I knew I was close to water. I was hoping it landed on the concrete right there, because I knew they had all like concrete. And I walked over, and the guy in the boat, I said, did y'all see where that hit? And he said, yeah, what was it? I said, it was a drone. He said, yeah, you hit the pole. He said, when you hit the pole, I seen one piece go one way and one piece go the other way. And I said, well, here, and I said, that's what I walked over. I got up there and I said, well, this is part of it. You know, that was what was on top of the concrete. Everything else was in the water.
So you got one bumper guard out of it, Mark.
Not a chance of recovering it from the water.
It's about 25 feet of water, so it's not that deep. That's the place that we've seen alligators and we've seen sharks, and I don't need to have it to file a report with State Farm, so I'm good.
Yeah, you're not using Care Refresh, so
No.
they don't
And I've
charge you a
got,
flight away fee. Yeah.
yeah, and then I've got the, what you call it, I've got the footage of it hitting the pole, just in case, you know.
And the flight log. Mhm.
Yeah, and the goggles, I had the goggles. The goggles recording.
So, is this just enforcing Lance's opinion?
No, I think it's the greatest drone ever.
Lance came in and says, what'd he say?
He said that something about the piece of crap or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh dear.
Yeah, the worst part about it, I had some good footage. I had some good footage with the
People in the
at the
water.
mouth of the river. I had good footage up by the what you call it, by the riverfront.
Yeah. You better get it replaced before they become unavailable.
Well, I've got it
When
on
the
order.
ban when the ban
I
comes
got it
in.
on back order.
They haven't
Yeah,
got
with
the
yeah, all I'm worried about is getting just the drone and the battery. So I've got it. They said 7 to 10 days.
uh-huh.
Can you see that did do that? Yeah, I'm sitting at, what's the footage? Okay, you see, I'm telling you, I think it was at the point where it might have needed a recalibration. I'm at 7 feet, and when I did the roll, it usually stays in that roll. It dropped down to 1.2 feet.
Is it racist to say you crashed into a pole?
Who's saying that?
In Poland, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Could say I crashed into a Czech. Yeah, I was flying around with the people with the Pelican on it, and they had people checking it out, pointing them out, everything.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
the
guess
kid,
it's a
well,
shame they didn't have any couldn't care less college kids there that would have dived in for it for you.
well, they had he's about 10 or 12 years old in the boat with his dad. And he said,
That-
"You want me to go look for it?" And I said,
That's
"No, don't worry about it." So don't worry about
But he
it. He
said
looked
that
like
the water was really clear, crystal clear.
it was clear for about 6 feet. You know, you couldn't see under that. If I
clear.
thought if it was clear enough where you could see further, I would have probably went and changed and went back.
Mm.
Yeah,
Well,
I might use this video and put it on there. The flight before the death of the Avata 2.
Mm.
Because I've got video with the goggle footage, but it only gives you 1080.
Mm. I
Well,
guess I'd have half a chance of recovering it if a drone if it went into the water. I can swim underwater. I just can't swim on top of it. Mm.
well, it's a slow Sunday night. I think a lot of people are out doing stuff out. Is there anybody
Yeah, we-
going live?
Not for a while. We got at least another hour.
Well, I got really pissed off with Paddy Power, the online betting people. I put a bet on Alex Fitzpatrick to be placed in the golf at Europe. So for 4 places, it was 1/5 of the odds. And he came tied 4th. So, right, 1/5
Yeah.
of 26 to 1's 5.2. £1 out of the each way bet. I should get £6.20 back. Not a lot, I know. I got £2 back.
Yeah.
I said, why? Oh, apparently there's a dead heat rule. And if
Oh, no.
if more than one person is tied for a place
Yeah.
or a win, they divide it by the number
Yeah.
of people who are tied.
Yeah.
So basically, if 5 people get tied for 4th place and it was 5-1, I only get evens back. I
Oh,
thought,
no.
what a lot of crap.
That's the way it goes, I think. Yeah.
If he came 4th, he came 4th. It don't matter whether it was tied 4th or not.
Mm.
It's still 4th. It's ridiculous. I mean, you could never have a tied winner in golf. You can at the end of 72 holes, but then there's always a playoff between the ones who are tied to see who wins. So do they do the same thing after 72 holes if there are 3 people tied for winning it? Or do they wait until after the playoff to see who actually wins it? Because the other 2 players then become tied for second. That
Mm.
is such a ridiculous rule.
Yeah. That's like in horse racing. If you got a dead heat in horse racing, you're not gonna get paid right because they're gonna split the pool. Where
Yeah.
so they could have an 80-1 shot, and instead of getting 80-1, you might get 30-1.
Mm.
Just the way it works.
Well, you should get 40-1 because it should be split bang in half, according
Yeah,
to what they've
I've
said.
never had it happen equally where it's supposed to be. You're glad you got something, you know.
I've never seen a dead heat in a horse race, to be honest.
There's
seen a
been
couple.
1 or 2 here.
Yeah, I've seen a couple, but not many.
But I don't bet on horses.
Yeah, they had the third leg of the Triple Crown Saturday, the Preakness. Or the Preakness, I forgot all about it. I still don't even know who won.
I don't know. Just ask Alexa.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She should know the answer.
Should. Should have tried to find me a song like Under the Sea. It's crashed. Under the Sea.
The song from Bed Knobs and Broomsticks.
Yeah.
bobbing along on the bottom of the beautiful briny sea.
Yeah, I'm trying to destroy. Stop. No, 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 man. No. You don't need anything. About every 40 minutes, she comes in here and wants something. No. Eat your dish.
It's, hey, that's part of your training. She's
Not
training.
working. Go eat out of your dish. She's looking at me like,
She's training you, Joe.
she's looking at me like, bitch, you better give me something.
That's it.
No. Go eat your dish. I'll feed you when I eat. Gotta wait. So I'm trying to make a decision. So I got the footage for both flights before that. Got the telemetry on it. It won't be 4K. It'll be 1080. Should I put them up?
Yeah.
I may make them and just stick them out there private, decide later. Especially the one at the mouth of the river was really nice. And
Just
the
don't
one
forget,
at the riverfront showed how it was almost diving in the water there.
1080p will look more than well enough on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1080 will look good on YouTube.
Sure. Well, guys, what do you think? I think I'm gonna call it.
Okay, well, if you want to call it, do it.
It's quiet. Joe's got things to do. He wants to go make some dinner for he and the pupper dogs,
I'm not in a hurry, but that's all right.
and Mark, thanks for coming in. Dominic,
All
thanks.
right.
We'll see you all in the morning.